Hello, what's up everyone? My name's Louis. It's my mission to aid your awakening. A number one habit for me, which is changing my life, I do every evening. It is gratitude journaling and praying. Now, we're going to break this down. I'm going to explain to you how this has improved my life. Most importantly, around this area of waking up again in the morning, feeling refreshed, feeling energized, feeling ready to go. Something I struggled with so much while I was at university. I could never get up in time for my lectures. I felt so drained, exhausted. For many reasons, it was because I was going through a difficult phase of my awakening. But for a lot of reasons, it's because I put the wrong things into my head before I went to sleep. So I woke up in that theta state again in the worst way possible and not ready at all to take on and appreciate the new day ahead of me. So in this video, I'm going to break down why it's been such a great habit for me, how it's helped me, and ultimately how it can help you if you choose to take it on board as well, and the technique I use for it. Okay guys, so everyone understands the importance of being grateful, right? Importance of being grateful, having daily gratitude is so important. Not only is it high up on the vibrational frequency scale, not only is it a high sort of energy to a high energy habit to have, it is also amazing for manifesting things, because being in a grateful state, you're attracting things which also make you grateful. The universe, if you're used to being in a high up grateful state, the universe will help bring you things that keep that state going. If you're in an angry state, the universe will show you things, your RAS will pick up on stuff that make you angry, that keep you in that position. Whatever you are, you're going to reaffirm and you're going to create that in reality. So, being grateful is amazing. But for me, I kind of knew that it was amazing for a long time, but I didn't really know a way of keeping that up. You know, I could say things in my head, I could pretend bad situations, I'd be like, well, at least I'm here, at least I'm alive, at least I'm, fit and healthy, whatever. But that wasn't really doing it for me, and neither was writing a long list of what am I grateful for every day. So my technique, guys, is writing a long list of like saying I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. It can get a bit tiring, and I just couldn't really stick to it. I'm quite an impatient person with some things, but when something sticks, it really does stick. I'm quite picky, but when it sticks, I do keep doing it. And something I've done now for over a year, 14 months, is a certain type of gratitude journaling, and choose to do it before I go to sleep. And the reason this is because when your subconscious is most open, by the way, if you want to be grateful, if you want to keep something manifesting in your reality, you got to change and reprogram your subconscious mind. Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about this a lot, and he talks about the best time for doing this is when your subconscious is most open. The door, you could say, to your subconscious is most open and able to be influenced. Almost like your brain sort of, a good time for your brain to be hacked is when you're sleeping, but more importantly, when you're moving from a wake state to a sleep state. That sort of space in between is called the theta state. And when you can influence this part of yourself, it will seep into your subconscious. So whatever you say before you go to bed, rise, you're in that sleepy state, rise, you're sort of switching off, sort of tapping into, going into that dream, or tapping into being, unconscious. You go into the subconscious. And if you're putting negative things in, like I'm worried about tomorrow, I'm worried about tomorrow, I'm worried about the next day, I'm worried about the next day, you're going to wake up full of worry about the next day. And it's going to make you really hard to wake up. It's going to make you really hard to, get on with it. Unless you have to wake up then. It's going to be really hard for you to willingly wake up and maybe do something positive in the morning, like work out, like meditate, like tidy the house, or do something on the side, maybe a side hustle that you have going. It's going to be really hard to do these things that you know are good for you, simply because your subconscious mind is working against you. Now, to get it working for you, you've got to put the right stuff in before you go to bed. So I'm going to show you my technique now for what's kept it interesting for me and how I've kept it up for so long. So here it is. Here she is, the gratitude journal. And yes, I did bring this all the way outside into where I make these videos because I do it for you. That's how much I care for you guys. But the light's very good as well today, I must say, the natural sunlight. So this is the technique. I don't know if you can see it. We have quite a lot of pages. I've been doing this for a very long time. But the technique is, I know it looks very scruffy, my handwriting is awful, but the technique is, it's a 3-day rotational cycle technique. The first day, I write 3 things I'm grateful for that happened that day. 3 things that came about into my life. Maybe I reconnected with an old friend. maybe got a few more subscribers, maybe I had a delicious meal that someone I know cooked for me, a delicious meal at a restaurant, something like that. The next day, something completely different. I do 3 things, you see PO, 3 things I'm proud of. So 3 things that I achieved that day, whether or not it's been a hard day, you know, but at least I got up early and I went to the gym. At least I got up and I tidied all my surfaces in my room and I cared for my plants. I'm proud of doing that. Something positive that I did that day. The smallest things, made my bed, fresh covers, fresh sheets, smelled really nice after the bath to go in there. Could be anything. Then finally LFT. Looking forward to the next day. 3 things you're looking forward to the next day. May have been hard, but as you're writing this at night, you're thinking, oh, at least I'm going to see him tomorrow. At least I'm going to see her tomorrow. Or at least that new TV show comes out tomorrow. That's going to be good. And guys, be inventive with it. You know, this is the kind of the challenge. It's not just autopilot, had a good meal, had a good workout, had a nice walk. Think about 3 unique things specific to that day. So whenever you're feeling low, you can look back at this. As I can, look back on these times. See if I got an example for you. Smashed interview today and getting to the next stage. I called Jason and got up in time and arrived at everything promptly and had a good reconnection with my uncle. I hadn't spoken to him in a while. Let's go a month before. This is a long way back. So another example. Grateful for nice getting work for Coalition on Tuesday and Friday next week. So this is when I used to work in events before I got my current job. Proud of seeing Amlinda and her friends at the gym and having a laugh and knowing more of the gym people now quite personally. So proud of smashing my interview for a potential Bali internship but deciding not to go and getting a few job applications in. At the time I was looking for my job after I graduated. So this is all cool to look back on. It's cool to remind myself of how far I've come, the sort of things I've done. And it's always positive to, no matter how hard your day, when you come back and you force your mind to be in a grateful state, because then you enter the theta state and you wake up the next morning ready to go. And I can tell you how much easier it's been getting up before work, getting up early and hitting the gym in the morning, because I feel not only am I getting momentum with that and I make it now part of my self-identity, I now self-identify with someone who's grateful simply because I have this gratitude journal. And it's always hard for me. I'm always dwelling on negative things before bed. Now I do this. And I sort of alluded to it earlier, I also pray as well. Now, I do this because I like to be in control of different areas of my life. If you can tell from my videos, I like to do a lot of different things and micromanage stuff, but I can never manifest, I can never truly have trust unless I believe there's a higher power, call it the universe, God, the Most High, working on my side and pushing me forward. And ultimately, there's a point where you have to let go of control and tap into faith, tap into the process that's happening, and tap into the original power behind that process, which I believe to be God. Other people believe to be different things. But when I get on my knees before bed, I've done my gratitude journal, my mind's in more of a present state, my mind's in more of a grateful state, I'm ready to enter theta. I kneel down because it humbles me. There's always so much I want to achieve, I want to do this, I want to do that. But once I'm on my knees, put my hands together, and I'm just grateful. There's a monk that once said, when your hands are together, you are just grateful. There's no way you can be angry, there's no way you can be violent, there's no way you can experience negative emotions when your head is bowed and your hands are together, in whatever position you want to have them. And that stuck with me, and I know that I humble myself before bed. It helps me sleep better personally, knowing that, believing there's a high power. I can ask and you shall receive, ask the things that you want. Trust they will come. Be grateful for that higher power, for what you have now. A comfortable room, a bed, a sound mind, whatever it may be. Be hands together and be grateful. Be grateful for the fact you get the chance to be grateful. You get the space in your life to take a moment, practice gratitude. And then you shall wake up, and I believe these 2 practices, the gratitude journal especially, you will change your life. Your reality will start to change for the better. You will naturally be at a higher emotional level. You won't stoop as low because you've trained yourself. No matter how long it's been, you're training yourself to be grateful even in the hardest times. You keep your head up, you keep your faith up. Because in the hardest times, you'll feel good. You'll find things to be grateful about. Even off the hardest days, you're writing in stuff. At least I didn't break my leg or from this leg injury when I fell over and hurt myself. Whatever it could be, you're training your mind, you're entering that theta state, and your subconscious mind will recreate your reality to match it. Stay grateful, guys. Thank you for watching this video. When we are accustomed to this gratitude, when we've trained our subconscious mind, we will be grateful. Great things will occur in our life, and we will get blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you like this technique. 3 things you're proud of. Sorry, 3 things you're grateful for. 3 things you're proud of. 3 things you're looking forward to. Rinse and repeat uniquely for each day. Each day is different, and you can find something unique about each day. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace and love. Bye-bye.